Hey, good people, happy Saturday. It's your girl, Stacia K, with Grown Folks Talk with Stacia K. I just wanted to come real quick, not going to take much of your time, to tell you about a revelation I had. I think it might help somebody. So recently, my family, we all got COVID, right? Now, this is the first time the others got COVID. It's not my first time. I got my dance with COVID back in 2021, but it was my family's first time getting COVID. And although when you get the diagnosis now of COVID, you take the test or whatever, it isn't nearly as scary as in 2020 when people were, dying from COVID. And it's not that people aren't dying now, like people are still, but not at the rapid rates that was happening when we didn't know much about COVID at all, right? But in this time I had, in this time of quarantine, I've been just reflecting because, you tend to do that when you don't have a lot else you can do, right? So in my time of reflection, I got a real revelation. And that revelation was, we let our guards down because now we got the vaccinations, right? We got, we have more information. We know a little bit more about the infection and how it's spread and all that. So we're more informed, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't have negative or adverse impacts to us, right? People with compromised immune systems are still at risk for, long-lasting effects. You know what I mean? And so what I realized is that, because they opened the world back up and everything, and now we got the vaccinations and the boosters, people have truly let their guards down. And we kind of move about like it doesn't exist, but it's still out here and it's still impacting people negatively. You can still get sick, and because you can still get sick, you can lose time from work. It still has negative impacts to our system, to our livelihood, and all that good stuff, right? So what it made me realize is that we often treat our lives that way too, like situations that we ask God to deliver us from, or we prayed ourselves, or we prayed for ourselves to get out of certain situations, away from certain people, or we did the shadow work. We read all the books, right, to improve our mindset so that we can eliminate certain toxicity out of our lives. Oftentimes, the enemy will use those same circumstances or those same people to reinfect you. And we think because time has gone by that everything is cool, right? And I'm here to challenge you. Time doesn't heal. I know we were taught when we were younger, time heals all wounds, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Time itself doesn't heal anything. It takes effort. It takes consistency, and it takes understanding what you're really willing to risk. Right? People say all the time, I have people that ask me, well, what if this person changed? And my question to them always is, but what if they haven't? They could have changed, sure. But are you willing to risk all that you've worked for because they might have changed? Like, really? We have to ask ourselves that. We have to know that we are worth saying no. We are worth staying away from things that hurt us or caused us any type of despair or discomfort. We're worth that. So yeah, people change, but my question to you is, at what risk are you willing to take on a chance, on a possibility that they've changed? See, a snake is still a snake. Even when it sheds its skin, it's still a snake. If it's a constricting type of snake, it can still constrict, right? If it's a poisonous snake, it's still a poisonous snake. Even when it sheds its skin, it's still a snake. So again, I just want to challenge you that time doesn't change everything. Yes, some things do change with time, but you have to know that you're worth taking the risk on you, not on circumstances that put you in a bad situation, and not on people who help to put you in a bad situation, especially if you work to get out that thing. So remember what you know, and don't depend on time. Depend on you and what you know. God bless you. Y'all be safe out here. Grown Folks Talk with Stacia K. Check us out.